Alrighty. Oh, is the mic on? The mic seems to be on. That's perfect. I'm just gonna destroy everyone's ears with that one. Hello everybody, welcome back. So, we're gonna take a couple of days to rebuild Witch of Endor, which is a game that I had made as a enticement to come watch the Retroactive Gamers content on our website. We had the content have the content on YouTube and also on the website, and now it's just kind of like legacy games we used to play. So this game was made in GameMaker Studio, and it was meant to be run from the browser. Unfortunately, the original project was lost in a hard drive crash, and this was before I was religiously using version control to keep track of backups. It was a game jam game, so not a huge loss, but I figured, you know, I need a short break, and this is a fairly small and simple game. So what I figured we can do is maybe remake this game in Godot engine. Shouldn't take us more than a few days. There is one sketchy caveat, and it's the fact that since the hard drive crash, I don't actually have any of the source files. So what we're gonna have to do here is a little bit of buccaneering, so to speak. We're gonna have to delve into the developer panel and see if we can snatch some files. So if I reload this page, it should... Oh yeah, look at that beautiful, beautiful loading bar. Thanks, GameMaker Studio. Yeah, I didn't want to use GameMaker again to remake this project because I just don't want to delve back into that antiquated workflow. They're very, very, very slowly starting to embrace, you know, the quick setup of pre-made objects instead of having to do everything via code. But it's, you know, by the time they are done with it, I'm going to have a couple of games released by that point. And you know how slow I make games. So what do we have here? It looks like everything was unencrypted. So I have all of the assets in these texture pages, and it's PNG format, so it's uncompressed. What do we have here? I don't know what this is. Some weird icons. I don't think that's mine. And we have all the OGG sounds, so that's perfect. All we have to do is, well, just got it downloaded. And what do we have here? All these are thumbnails for videos. Okay, so I believe everything that is up here is irrelevant. We have code, game code, but that's, you know, kind of a moot point. All right, so we need to start downloading this stuff. Can we? Can we download it from here? Open the... Well, okay, we can do this. It's a little slow, although we have a folder. Okay, so can't access that folder. Unless I probably go into like htaccess or something. Actually, hold on a second. This is my own website. If this is in the folder, I should be able to just go and grab it. Oh, hold on a second. Oh, well, maybe it'll work. I'm not entirely sure. It says HTML5 game. Maybe. Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna see if I can quickly pop into the web domain. Might actually be even easier. I figured I'd have to do this one file at a time. But maybe this is going to be much simpler. Okay. Cool. And let me also post a link to this. Let's see, live. Share the link. Yup. All right. So this is just on the second monitor. I have to access the files. And then once we do that, maybe get everything downloaded. And they will be good. Okay. Up. Okay, so where is this? Games, so it's retroactive gamers. Games. Witch of Endor. HTML5 game. Oh, it's like everything. Everything. It's the whole thing. Holy crap. Holy crapoli. Can I do this? Up on level. Can I please download this? Can I zip it? Can I download it? No. Okay, this is it's kind of a dog water interface. All right. Do I have? I don't have FileZilla. Okay, you know what? How can I get this without comprising my web interface? Is that particles? No. Whoops. Okay. Okay. Do I have FileZilla? Yes, I do have FileZilla. Okay, 1 second. Let's see if it'll work. Oh. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay, yes, it does work. Cool. So I'm going to make a new project real quick. So we set up our folders. Create. Okay, so this is Witch of Endor. Okay, this is going to go to Studio 20. Oh god, it's still 2020. It's 2024, man. Come on. Whatever. Witch of Endor. Now we have assets. And we have engine. So we're going to save this here. I'm going to copy this folder location. We're going to go for forward plus, so it's a Steam release. Get this up. Beautiful. And now we open File Manager. So we're going to back out of here into... Oh, why are you creating a new folder? Ah, right, because I'm an idiot and I had the checkbox to create a new folder there. All right, get out of there. I don't want you there. There we go. Shoo. Away. Nice. All right. Copy this. It's going to complain that it's non-existent. Okay. Import. This whole thing again. Studio. Witch of Endor. Engine. Project Godot. Import. Alright. Now, I'm going to back out here. Assets. And this is old assets folder. Copy this. I'm going to paste it into my folder viewer. And then I'm going to start downloading the contents. Alright, so that is going to start transferring. There's not a lot of files in the game. Should be done in a couple of minutes. In the meantime, what do we have here? 2D scene. Okay, so this is main game. We're going to start by setting up a player, which is a character body 2D. Player. We're going to set up sprite. Actually, no, this is animated sprite. We have animations. Cool. Okay, the rest we'll figure out in a little bit. 30 files left to transfer. Let me save this. So we'll establish a folder called objects. Yup. Okay. All right, and then this is main level, which is perfect the way it is. There we go. Main game. Fantastic. Okay. So we are going to open up Krita, and we're going to start breaking apart the various files, various components that we have here. We have a whole bunch of texture pages. Now, a whopping lot of them is basically just a single texture page dedicated to like a slide from the intro animation. And man, I was thoroughly pissed that I could not show that animation when I released the game when it was made in GameMaker Studio, because the dog shit engine couldn't keep the audio and video in sync. Like, it was your job to come up with whatever bullshit algorithm that takes the delta frames in between, and it was your job to play back the animation tool specifically built for playing an animation at a certain frame rate. It was your job to make it skip over a bunch of animation frames so that it could keep up with playback. Okay? That's GameMaker Studio. That's part of the reason why I'm not using that engine. Okay? So, I sure hope that all this shit-talking isn't gonna amount to, say, Godot also not keeping up with playing back the animation, but we'll see. So yeah, there was this like really loose pixel art animation of our characters setting up why they're in the place where they are. Hey, Vishal, how's it going? And yeah, I basically couldn't play any of that animation. It was basically a slideshow, but kind of sucked either way. So, what is the resolution of this whole thing? Let's see. It's like 6 something. $650. What is it? We got it down there, and know that right there. That's the size. 644 by 364. Okay, I think we can probably work with 1280 by 720 for something like this. Let's see here. 1280 by 720. Let me double check this. We get some color in these ones. I remember that I was trying to figure out how to make this flippin' cutscene to actually stay on time. And one of the things I figured I would have to do is reduce the resolution of them so that, I don't know, the browser wouldn't chug trying to play it back. But yeah, it was very annoying, man. Highly annoying. Okay, so 644 by 364 is what we're looking for. I think we're going to go ahead and do that resolution first, and then we'll just scale up the entire document, and it should scale everything else along with it. Okay, so 644, 364. 644, 364. 644, 364. Cool. We're going to save this. So this is going to go to where? Witch of Endor, assets. Okay, so this is intro cinematic, which is not how you spell cinematic. There we go. Cool. So, yeah. It might have been better to import them as one image, because then I could keep the selection. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, So don't need to hold these. So everything that is just the slides, I can keep it within one project, because then the selection could be identical. Okay, that's the vignette. I'm gonna be drawing very little, if any, of the pieces again from scratch, because I want to recreate this game. I don't want to remix it or remake it. I want to recreate it. Okay, this is a totally different image because there was like a panoramic shot. Yeah, okay. Well, actually, I can just do this. Nice. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to take these files and I'm gonna archive them, just in case. Just in case. There we go. 56 megs. I think that's good. So that if anything happens to these, I can just unzip and make a new one. Okay, so I'm gonna create from clipboard. I saw you're on LinkedIn. Don't forget to turn AI training of your data camps by default. I don't use LinkedIn. I literally only used it, I don't know, job hunting, like for a day, and that's it. There's quite literally nothing worth on my LinkedIn to train AI data on. As a matter of fact, if anybody does, they're probably gonna ruin whatever their model is being trained for. But yeah, thanks for the heads up. Appreciate it. Okay, so assets, cinematic. Let's do intro, cinematic, and then this is pan shot. Okay, and then here, what do we do here? I think we'll just keep that open. And yeah, so it looks like pretty much all of the sprites have been stored in this one first file, even the fonts. Everything else, our tiles in a perfect arrangement. This is a perfect arrangement because that's exactly how I handle the tiles normally. I don't know what the hell this shit is. Weird. Okay. And this is for the water puddles. Okay, fantastic. So, yeah, we should be good. And then this is the empty tile that Game Maker Studio requires you to have in the top left corner. So the various character models, character animations. Oh yeah, the big afro, and then the Tim and Milo retroactive gamers. Yeah, because this was technically an RTEG branded game. Here's the weapons, sprites. Yeah, cool. So yeah, all the original sound effects, all the sprites, they're all here. We should be good on that front. Let's start with the cutting up of the cutscene. So let's do the following. I'm going to open up, let's see, splash screen. Oh. All right. So that's the first texture page. Wow, a lot of fonts. And then, wait, what? Okay. I see. Cool. I'm not sure why there's two copies. Interesting. Okay, and then starting from 2, or I guess maybe starting from, yeah, starting from 2, we only have cutscene frames. So, what is this? 1024 by 1024. Yeah, that's the standard texture page size. So we're gonna do 1024, 1024. Okay. I do wonder if there's maybe a way I can batch this. Let's see. We're going to do many layers. Yup. Okay. Nice. And then the last one is just the fade from white. That's for the lightning strike. Okay. So I need a more visible piece. Thank you very much. Save this right here. That works. Yes, nice. Okay, so we are going to crop this. No, not crop this. We need to select it. Oh, come on. Right? Actually, we're extra by 1 pixel at the top, but we're missing 1 pixel at the bottom. So this is perfect. All right, then we're gonna cut out this part. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this. Control X, Control V, and then select the next. Control X, Control V. Control X, Control V. Control X, Control V. Control X, Control V. I have to remember what the dialogues were. That's the unfortunate part. The main game does not have dialogues in it because I had to disable them because the dialogues only showed up in the intro cinematic and that had to be disabled. So I'll have to improvise what the characters would have said. Okay, Control X, Control V. I vaguely recall what the sequence is supposed to be. Okay. There we go. Okay. So I need to place the top ones. So beautiful. Okay, so that gives me the bottom ones, which I can group. And then bring that up. There we go. Cool. Everything seems to fit. The resolution seems to fit. Oh. Okay. Did we speak too soon? What is this? This is the top one. Yes. And it looks like this one is the bottom one. Okay, so we're gonna go. They're all top now, basically. So we can just take this out, put it in there. This group has got nothing in it, and then this. Take that out, and perfect. Okay, now we need to lay this down. Oh, what's this? That's the main menu. Kind of dark, to be honest. the main menu does technically play a part as a part of this whole thing, because I think there's supposed to be a lightning storm thing. Let's see. Okay, what is the first one? Okay, that's fairly early. That is... Oh, okay, I think this is it. So that goes right after the main menu. Oh, okay. No, that's actually one of the last things that happens. Okay, so main menu, lightning, and then it shows this, and then I think it starts with this, and then it's this, and then I should probably label these. So that's main menu, intro, frame, all one, all one. 002, 003. Okay, so what's after this? I think it's this one. Okay, now after this, we have a pan shot, which is this one. And it kind of looks like, hey, what's that over there? And then it pans to the cabin. There's going to be frame 5, is it? Need this. Should save this though. Intro cinematic, intro, frames. Yeah, so that's 5. Cool. What's after this? After this, there's that. Technically, it's funny. It's this one, but before this, there's another dramatic shot. Of us standing. Where is it? Yeah, this one. So this is 6. After 6, we have this, which is 7. After 7, we have the shot where we're walking into it. This one. Okay, now what was after? This is one of the last things that happens. I don't remember if this is the last. It says text, yeah, texture too. That's not very useful. That's texture pages. I don't know. I think this is the last thing or the first thing. Ooh, creepy. Wait. What the? Oh, we did this already. Ah, no, we didn't. It's supposed to be this, and then lightning strike, and then it reveals this one. Okay. So this is 08. So this is 09. I think this one might be... Maybe we can show this before we show this one. Us walking in. I don't remember what this one was for. This one was a little ambient shot. Okay, so process of eliminations. We know that the two freaked out shots, this one and this one, these ones are going to be right here. First it's this, then it's this, and then after that I think it's this, and then once again we do the creepy lightning effect that reveals the face. I think after this, we do this scene, which breaks apart the motion, puts some time, and then there's another one. Oh, okay, so we're running out of frames, so it's not a lot. It's this one. So it's first this, then this, and then we're kind of rooting around. Okay, what's this? $10, $11, okay. And that's basically it. Okay, so we notice a scroll. Whoops. I should probably save this. Okay, so pause, notice a scroll, reach for the scroll. Yep. After that, read the scroll. This gives a little bit of a pre-story. The witch had cursed a king and his army, and he's been locked away in the parallel realm, trying to get themselves freed. And then there's like a moment here where a sentence is completed, but not by either of us. It's the witch. And then say, what'd you say? I didn't say anything. And then creepy voice. And then we turn around. Face reveal. And then we're getting sucked into the cauldron. And that's it. And then it fades to white. Okay. I think that's the correct order. So this is 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. This was such a time sink. This was a game jam game. And I shit you not, this comic took me at least a day and a half. So it was a 3-day game jam game, and I've spent 2.5, or at least almost 2 days just making the comic. Thank jam runners for the extensions, though. Okay. Anyways, okay. So what is this? This is irrelevant. Although probably gonna keep it because this is the lightning strike vignette that takes place over on the top. All right, let's get this matched up. There we go. I gotta say, man, I am so surprised that the engine had included all of those animations in the texture pages, even though I didn't actually trigger the scene from compilation or trigger the room, because GameMaker Studio doesn't have scenes, it has rooms. That is so cool, because then I get to show the cutscene. Alright, well, I mean, that's that. This is Storm. Lightning Storm Flash, that's what that is. Maybe I can comment, cut it out. 640 by 364. Yes. Nice. I could probably just remake this, but that's fine. Okay. Lightning Strike Flash. Okay, that's cool. That, I guess we can just should I extract it right away, or should I what happened? Hello? Oh, come on. What happened? Why is it white? Oh, I think it bugged out. It's Krita doing Krita things. Alright, that's fine. Now this is big pan shot. This is already extracted. That's good. We'll close that up. We'll return to these once we need to extract them. Now this, to extract this, we're gonna need a grid. So settings, Dockers, grids and guides. I think this was 32 by 32? No? There's a bit of a padding, so it's not a perfect hit. Let's see. That does not look like 32 by 32. What was that? 40 by... what the what? 40 by 40? What kind of a weird-ass resolution was I working in here? What is this? What? Hold on a sec. Oh, no, that's buffered. Okay, it is 32 by 32. It's just that the another thing that GameMaker's famous for is tile tearing, like severe tile tearing, and they solved it by buffering the edges of the pixels. I think there was like maybe two pixels by the looks of it. Yeah, so it just repeats the same pixel afterwards. So to compensate, I think we need to be like this. Maybe. This doesn't line up. Ah, everything is buffered. Shit. Okay. Everything is buffered. I thought I would just cut it out and just work with it, but everything is buffered. Fudge. Oh, man. What is this shit? I don't remember using this anywhere in the game. Come on, man. Maybe that means that the intro cinematic is also buffered. Is it? I hope not. Intro frames. Let's take a look at one of the brighter ones. It just might be. Which shouldn't be that big of a deal. It's a cutscene. What can we do here? It looks like it's buffered by about 2 pixels. Yeah. So how big is this going to be if I bring this in 2 pixels? I think it's 640 by 360, which is actually perfect. Okay, so good, cool. 640 by 360, that works. That means this guy. This guy is also buffered, so we need to shrink it by 2 pixels from all sides. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 640 by 720. That makes a lot more sense. I was wondering what's with these weird scaling values. Okay, now, while that is cool and all, what isn't cool is this. Everything in here has been buffered. Now, if a tile didn't touch the edges, maybe it wouldn't be such a big deal. Like this, what is this? Like this right here. Oh, this is animated, right? Can we turn multiple frames into an animation? Merge, add. Yeah, I don't think we can. Unless there's more to this. Convert. Convert file layer. Selection mask. Convert group to animated layer. That is perfect. Oh man, this Krita is freaking awesome. It has an answer for everything. Man, that is just beautiful. Okay, well. So that's the full image. Is there perhaps any chance that I might be able to unbuffer it? we know that this is 32 pixels, but it's not perfectly 32 pixels everywhere. Okay, I figured maybe write a little Python application with like pillow for image processing, and then have it count 2 pixels, cut it out, then count 32 pixels, then do another 2 pixels. But you can see that not everything is the same. Okay. Then again, not every single sprite touches the edge. So I think we'll have to deal with maybe what, tiles? Do tiles have buffering? I see the edges might have buffering, but then again, I think when I painted these tiles, I painted them together. This was the actual painted configuration, so I don't believe that it inserted extra pixels in the middle of the tile. I think it's just the very, very edges, which is only a case in here. Okay, might be doable. Let's see. Let's do 512 by 512. I'm gonna create that. Why? Nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay, one more time from here. 512 by 512. Good. 32. Whoops. Actually, let's do 16, but with the subdivision of 2. Okay, so black lines, hello, is going to be the big tile, and then light lines would be the in-between tiles. Enemy animations, scrapper. All right, let's get this. Select, I'm just going to select everything in bulk. Cut it out. Paste it in. Now, what do we got to work with here? I think there's 2 pixels from each side, so if I do this, 1, 2, get rid of that. It's only from the edges. 1, yeah, 1, 2. This looks a little sketchy. From the top? I mean, it looks like, yeah. Because it's just same pixel repeating multiple times, so maybe from the top too? Oh, don't cut out too much. 1, 2, cut it. I think that right there is the alignment. And everything at the bottom here. See, that doesn't look like a buffered pixel. And I'm pretty sure that anything that is a totally new type of tile would have to go through this treatment as well. I don't know what the heck this is. This grass, I think? That might be grass. 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, now we're gonna almost. Maybe it's like 4 from the top. See, that looks like the perfect tile. I could try to match it here. Okay, so we know that for sure this right here is the centerpiece, which could very well mean that unfortunately these tiles have stuff. They have buffering on all of them. Maybe? Okay, let's maybe work in chunks. So I'm going to cut this out. Okay, I can definitely tell that at least 2 of these are buffered. I can tell that this right here is buffered. Okay. I didn't work 24 pixels. No, I did not. 16. Okay. Maybe it's this. Because it goes corner to corner to corner to corner. But it goes a little low here. Remaking for the website. I'm going to start with a standalone. And then, you know, we'll see how it goes for the website. Just want to get it up and running, to be honest. I want to see the game again. Because it was a nice little offside game. Okay. I know I could just repaint everything, but I don't want to. I want to capture what the game used to be. I don't want to lose it. Okay, let's try this. Control X, Control V. So if we do it like this, we're probably looking 2 pixels here, and then 2 pixels. So this edge right here, definitely 100% cannot have any pixels in it. So I think it's from here, it's 1, 2. Okay. There cannot be any pixels here, period, because this is a corner tile, a double corner tile, technically. So this would be like this. And then... But then how would it connect? Maybe something like this. This might be the way it connects. Okay, that could potentially be it. I just don't know if it does buffering between each tile. Which, to be honest, all of these straight lines kind of suggest that it might be. Yeah, that might be it. So let's just bring back what we've cut, because I don't think we have to cut it there. Okay, so I think right here might be it, and then how many is it down there? This looks too unique to be a repeated tile, so I don't think that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then here 1, 2, 3, 4, which makes sense because these two are repeating what's in over here, and these two are repeating what's down here. So if I do this, cut this out, paste it in. There we go. And then anything on the left and on the right are repeated tiles, so we can cut them out. Okay, got it. Got it. Cool, that's how that works. Now, what about this one? Is this one single image? That looks too unique to be it, but this looks like a whole bunch of repetition. So okay, that's the last pixel. And we can see that it's been repeated multiple times. Whatever's happening up here seems to be unique. And then we have, I think, 4 pixels here, or 2 pixels here, 2 pixels here, giving us... Oh, well, that doesn't seem to be repeated. We know for sure this, because this is just lines of the same pixels over and over and over again. So we know that a single tile is this big, so nothing in the middle can be it. I see repetition here, right there, and then yeah, it's just a stretch of the same exact pixels over and over and over again. But then we go down and it's also these. Yes, which makes sense why this looks like that. So we're just gonna move this up here. Okay, that makes a perfect connection. And I think we also need to do something somewhere in the middle. There's gonna be a stretch of pixels. And I think it might be these 4 sets. Because we have extra pixels over here, but they're all unique. And we have 2 sets of repetitions here and here. So this, I think, is the buffered pixel set. So we'll do that. Nice. Okay. Cool. Cool. Yeah, that works. So let's get these together. Oh, hold on. What do we have here? I think we just need to cut off this top bit. It was on a different layer. There we go. Okay, this is the puddle tile. So we're gonna save this. Oh. I'm gonna save this tile sets. or tiles. Now that has been saved, but we still have this guy. We don't have to worry about outer edges because they were just transparent, but we do need to worry about inner edges. There's gonna be a whole bunch of repetition in the inner edges, unless GameMaker took pity on our souls and it didn't break them apart, but it doesn't to me seem like that's the case, because this whole thing is larger than 32 by 32 times 4. So let's see. If the top is right here, let's assume that that's what it is. Then once we, oh, okay, I already see it. So right here. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 1, 2. That is the buffered tile, buffered pixels. Okay, so we get rid of those. And then I think we should also find one in here. This would be on the black lines. Maybe. Might be. Okay, I see some straight lines. I'm not entirely sure if that's... It might be, actually. Let's see. So 1... I see some variation in pixels here. 1, 1, 2, 3. So I'm inclined to say that these two, and then these two are the buffered pixels. Yes. Okay, so that's good. But now we also have horizontal. Okay. Yes, okay. Beautiful. Let's see. Okay, we don't have a separate single tile here. Think maybe this right here. 2 on the left, 2 on the right. So that right there might be the repetition. Because it's like perfectly symmetrical, one pattern on the left, one pattern on the right. Good, and then here. This might be it. 2, 2. Yeah, that could be it. I think hopefully the character animations are not going to be this much of a pain in the ass. Okay, and then... Yeah, okay, that's perfect. So we have this little shape here. It's got 1 pixel here, 1 pixel there, and then same shape appears here. That's good, and then same shape appears here, and then here. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, so we got this tile nice and fixed up. That's looking pretty good. Save, and yes. Beautiful. Okay, now this. You. Alright, so the problem is that we have buffered pixels. Where do we buffer pixels? So I think, oh, I think I saw them right here in the middle. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, yes. So I think right here, that's 1, and then there's going to be 1 in the middle. I think we can align it to the top left corner. Maybe. Which means I see a suspicious stack right here. So it could be this, 2 here, and then there will be 2 above. There we go. Okay, we'll take this, move it up. So yeah, I am perfectly conscious of the fact that I could just repaint all of these tiles, but I think the particular challenge here is to recreate the game exactly as it was before. I don't have to, but if I make all new tiles, it's going to be an all new visual game. And that's not the mission here. Think of it as finding an old 8mm film that's kind of rusty, kind of murky and moldy, and then somebody goes through the trouble of recreating the actual contents rather than just shooting a new film. Did you know that earliest archives of Doctor Who films were completely lost because the originals were stored on solenoid film, which was very highly prone to combustion, and there was a fire that basically destroyed an entire archive of 8mm master reels. So everything from, I think, up to like season 10 of the original ones is just gone, or season 6, I don't remember which one. That part of the Doctor Who is quite literally lost to history. Okay. Where do we have the buffered pixels here? Is that something I see? 1, 2, no. Okay. This giant fat strip going through the middle seems a little suspicious. Actually, hold on. How many tiles is this supposed to be? Did I not already do this? This is supposed to be... Okay. 32, 64. We got third one here. Okay, so it's somewhere here. As a matter of fact, I think we might have found the horizontal one. So we got no, the tops say otherwise. Maybe right there? No? We're essentially looking for a stack of 2 unrepeating patterns. So where the horizontal line just has completely unchanged pixels. Unless I've already messed around with this tile, in which case this wouldn't be reliable. It looks relatively, well, relatively something. I think that right there looks pretty suspicious because it's the same tile over and over and over again, or same pixel. So we are going to do that, which brings this edge nice and aligned. And I think we'll have something of the same nature here. As a matter of fact, I think I see it. Right here. Dang, buffering. It's okay. Alright, now this point could be a lot easier because it's just long strips of flat color. As a matter of fact, it wouldn't be just one, would it? It would be this one and this one. I do not trust this to be correct, and that means that the opposite too would also be the same. But that also means that I haven't actually fully trimmed the horizontal pieces, or the vertical ones. Like, for example, right here, having 2 in a row that are exactly the same. Okay, and then maybe this right here. Nice. Okay. Yeah, okay. I think that could work. I see the little repeating pattern. Cool. Okay, now this would have to be... Oh, no, that's in the perfect place. Nice. Okay. Then you still carry stuff. Incorrect stuff, to be more precise. I think that middle bit looks kind of suspicious, so right here, 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Perfect, so these two can stay together. Yes. I think the only buffering that's left here is on the left side. Mm-hmm. Nice. Put it in the group. So this is dirt. Okay, so this is the base tile. This is present everywhere. And then this is what I paint on top of it to make some texture variation. Got it. Why don't we place this right here? Place this underneath. This is grass, but I think this is too far gone to be able to fix it. Puddle. Puddle's gonna be here. What even is this? This is like some weird edge. Maybe reeds growing next to the puddles. Or grass. This looks like an auto tile for grass. That is a very weird cropping for grass. I might actually have to make something new here. That one would be okay. Alright, there we go. So that's pretty good. I dread to have to do this again. Okay, nice. That's the tile. What do we have here? We have lots and lots of stuff is what we have here. Now I have some character sprites here. How big is this? 41. So we could probably do 64 by 64 image. Okay, 64 by 64. Oh, geez. Easy does it. Creator needs to have some sort of a safety guard. If you have like a document you're creating that has 5 digits in its resolution, maybe it should give us a warning, like, did you actually mean to type in those values? Because I've once locked my computer for trying to create like I think I accidentally misclicked and it was like a 2 billion by 4 billion document. Bye bye RAM. Okay. Now these are animations. We have multiple frames here. I do not remember the order of these animations. We're gonna have to figure that out. All right. Okay. Oh, this seems to be pasting them in the same order. Come on. That's different character, but still needs to be here. Yes. Just like that. It's a very simple game too. We don't have too many complex animations. As a matter of fact, this enemy is the most complex thing in the entire roster. Just because of the walk cycle, the hit cycle, the throw grenade on the ground cycle. Yeah, I think that's a third character. Yes, yes it is. Okay. We're gonna call these character 1 for obvious reasons. Since retroactive gamers are no longer a thing, I shouldn't be using the same names. Okay, character 2. Actually, this would be character 4. Character 2. Oh, okay. There we go. Actually, this is character 3. This is character 2. Mm-hmm. Remember what the heck that was for. This is 4. Yes. Hello? There we go. Doesn't like me dragging characters layers into a group when the group is collapsed. Okay. See some buffered pixels up there. Jeez, umps. I think that's an arm. Nah, Not entirely sure why that is separate. And these are out of order right now. Some of these are walk cycles, some of these are what, dash something. Okay, what was this? I think this was running upwards. I don't imagine any other reason for that to be like this. Or maybe throwaway animations? I don't know. I think I was doing some wonky stuff when the character goes up. It shrinks a little bit for whatever reason. Okay. Players. Now, why do some of these have two sprites? Is there anything different between them? A glow, maybe? Maybe I did like an extra step where there's a subtle glow. Or maybe I'm just talking out of my ass. I don't know, man. Okay. I know what this is. Okay, can we do... Oh yeah, we can do 64 by 64 here. Good. Okay, what is this called? Vending machine? Not vending, no. Ammo. Hold on a second. Is that something you can actually interact with, or is that a set piece? I remember there was a thing you can walk up to and purchase ammo. Purchase munitions. Yeah, that might actually be it. Why is it so broken? Huh. Okay, so this is ammo dispenser. Is this how I spell it? I don't know. Dispenser, yes. Okay, intro frames, we can close that. That's been extracted. This. Texture 14 PNG. Don't need it, because I saved it already. Characters, players. Keep that open just in case. I guess we can extract the most obvious thing here. Okay. Ooh. Okay. How are we gonna treat this? I think this has to be a sprite sheet, because this is supposed to be a beam that shoots upwards. 32? Might be 32. Yep. Okay. And I think that right there is the buffered pixels. Yep. Okay. Is it though? That looks like it doesn't quite match. But then again, I can't really trust GameMaker Studio to arrange everything perfectly horizontally. So I suppose, yeah, some room for error should be allotted. Okay, so we'll cut this out. Here, it looks like everything is super lined up. So we'll just assume these are the buffered frames. And here. Maybe. No, there's unique pixels down there. So 1, 2, like this. Yes. And then the edges I don't think would be buffered, because they did not touch the edges. I mean, they would still be buffered, but it's like visually clear. Huh. You could see a bit of a problem. I think it would be kind of nice if you could preview the sprite sheet animations here. Sure would be nice to verify if this is correct. Okay. Okay. So I can kind of see that this shape is going up. I can see that this is lifting up. Okay, this might be just GameMaker's wonky ass way of, well, wonky. I'm just being a bitch. It's just GameMaker's way of arranging tiles, arranging sprites on the texture pages. It doesn't have to follow any rhyme or reason outside of maybe when you're doing texture page grouping. Okay, so this is Cauldron Beam. Yeah, so it's not guaranteed that it would place all the frames in the proper consecutive order, but I'm kind of seeing a pattern here, right? We got a shape rising here. It's right here, then right here, then right here, and then here it's past the middle point, up, up, and then away here, and then it shows up halfway here. So I think that right there is the correct arrangement. We shall have to see, but I'm fairly confident this is it. Dang it. Okay, save it. Disable background. Good. Okay, again, that was a repeating texture, so we had a bit of time to break it apart. All right, now you 64 by 64. Okay, what are you? You are hint tombstone. Nice. Now we have two of you. I have absolutely zero idea why. We're gonna get rid of the other one because they look identical. Cool. What do I have here? This is the orb, point orb. You collect these when you kill enemies. Okay, so paste that in. We're just gonna center it. Okay. I have no idea what this shit is. Ignore it. These basic shapes I think are default engine ones. Okay, so 64 by 64 on this one, I think. Oh, more. Interesting. Okay. It's a bit of a non-standard one. I think we might have a... Yeah, okay. A bit of a glow got cut off. That's not good. Come on. Clearly. You know what I'm trying to do. Vending machine. Ooh, this dude has a lot of animations. Okay, what do I have here? Bushes. Hmm. Don't need that one. Mm-hmm. Okay. What is up with... We have this. That's a fireball. I think that is shot by the cauldron when we hit it. We have some weapons. We have grass. We have particles. I can see them. Dang it. Okay. We cut out this vignette. $724 by 409. Right, probably because of the buffering, so we need to cut off. Yeah, 2 pixels off the top, 2 on the left, and then 2 on the bottom, 2 on the right. 720 by 405. Perfect. That is perfect. Okay. Alright. There's a lot of font stuff that we do not have to extract. That is good. We have this dude. Okay. Height 65. Width, let's do 64 by 128. Might be much. Oh yeah. Although, no. Let's do 128 by 128, because there might be some swings this character takes that are pretty wide. And it looks like that might just be the case because none of the limbs touch the edges. There's no buffering. So we probably made the original sprite have a lot more room than need be. Okay, we're not gonna... Oh yeah, yeah, we have some pretty big swings here. Okay, so we're not going to worry about the order in which we're copying this. We just need to cut them out. Oh. That's just a single frame, I think. Let's do 64 by 64. Can we get away with that? Yeah. Okay. Advance skull. So you usually hit the skull in order to advance to the next wave. Okay, nice. Yeah, it doesn't help when it splits the, say, particles to multiple texture pages. That part is really annoying. Okay. Just gonna cut everything out from here. What is this? Zombie. Undead. I gotta say, these character animations remind me the... oh god, what's the prototype name? They remind me of the Birth of Reapers. It was supposed to be same sort of style, a thrash metal soundtrack, slice and dice game. Man, these swings. Interesting. I think some of those are hold frames. And this, I believe, was an attack animation. It was, I think, on a separate layer, come to think of it. I see more vending machine stuff. Again, not entirely sure why we have... Ah, okay, we might have had a glow animation, actually. Got it. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Right here. Uh-huh. And I do see an animation here. Okay. Fair enough. Tombstone. Is that? No, that's not the same one. Yeah, that's not the same one. That tombstone that we saved, that was actually an upgrade tombstone. This is a hint one. Okay. 1 second. So we need... back here. Okay. This is not a hint tombstone. This is upgrade tombstone. Okay. So that... is it 64? Might be 32. No, 64 is enough. Okay. Looks like we have a bit of buffered pixels here. Okay, so this is the hint tombstone. Nice. Okay, this is the damage sprite. Turns white. Nice. Cauldron. There's just a very light animation of the liquid slushing left and right. Mm-hmm. That's the cauldron damage. Oh. Nice. Cool. This is a scrap station. Okay. Looks like the bottom and the rightmost pixels are buffered. Looks like 128 by 64 might be appropriate. Eee, look at that. No, bit larger. Okay, that's fair enough. Scrap station. All right, now the vending machine, we have additional frames here. That's because there was some glow animation. Scrap station, stomp. Yep. Beautiful. Cool. Now, what's all this? What's all this then? I think these are just weapons. Weapons. That's the hand if we're unarmed. Those weapons look like they're... Not all of them are held. Huh. Okay, that's a bit curious. Ah, there it is. Okay. So... we have two different ones, two different kinds. So this is weapons... okay. I want to do weapons held. Because they have an arm in it. And then this is just weapon icons. This is a punch. Kind of looks like a potato, but we'll... Actually, no. I don't know what the heck that is. That looks too large to be... Jeez, I don't freaking know what that is. Let's see. Maybe that? That might be an arm. It might be. Okay, lots of pointless crap here. I don't know what this is for. Okay. That is a weapon. I'm fairly certain there's also some sort of an animation with these hint totems. Or upgrades. Upgrade totems. Ooh. Why do you keep opening this folder? Come on. Assets. Upgrade totem. Oops. Yeah, it looks like it's undulating in its glow level. So that might just be it. Okay, weapon icons. Pretty sure that these are just grass. This is a pretty low resolution game, eh? Dang. Okay, what is this? This is scrap. Scrap metal. Ooh. Yeah, we use every single pixel here. Scrap metal is used to build weapons. Okay, we do have a running particle here we'd have to extract. Grass. I am fairly certain that grass grows, birds fly, and brother, I make prototypes. I never finish games. Okay. So either these are just random pieces of grass, or this grass actually grows, and the more you let it grow, the more it drops when you destroy it. Maybe. Also, some of it might actually just be a particle. Okay. Weapon icons. Weapons held. Hey. Okay. Iron. What the heck was this used for? Did I have like multiple recipes? Huh. Or multiple ingredients? Okay, what is this? Cauldron projectile. We'll have to open up all of these projects tomorrow and then go through them. Why do we have multiple of them? Okay, let me just finish cutting all this stuff out. Oh yeah, there was this thing, this feature where you could actually shoot grass, and you had to upgrade your penetrating power, because if there's a piece of grass between you and the enemy, it would destroy the piece of grass and not touch the enemy. So you had to upgrade your projectile to shoot past, let's say, like 2 or 3 pieces of grass. It's like Tau sniper drones before the Games Workshop nuked them entirely. There we go. Is this game free? This game doesn't exist, buddy. But the web version is free for the time being while it exists. Okay, so this is Peg. Because there's one test zombie that you could play around with. It's kind of locked to the ground. Okay, we're just gonna save this. Okay. So that's undead. Okay, so what did I just copy? I copied an undead. That's perfect. Alright, I am just going to do this. We'll organize these frames afterwards. Ooh, man. There are so many frames. I reckon at least some of these frames gotta be hold frames. Don't remember what that pose was about. Parts of the walk cycle. Oh, piece of grass. That's where all the time budget went. Grass. Oh geez, every single one of those pieces of grass has a white version of it for the damage. I think I'm not gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna make a alpha inherit layer and cover everything in white. That should be more than enough. What is this? Why is that like that? I am not sure. I think these shapes... Oh, you know what? These are default particle shapes. Because GameMaker Studio has some built-in shapes. When you define particles, you can make it use one of the predefined shapes. So I guess every GameMaker game ships with these shapes. Alright, well, there we go. What is this? Question mark. Or important icon. What do we have here? Some of these indicators were meant to float above an enemy. I don't know why this is here. This seems like it's from Song of a Spirit, actually. Okay. Okay, well that's pretty much most of it. Oh, okay. I see some particles which are kind of important. The rain and the us walking in the puddle. Which is this, that, and I think that right there. Oh, that's probably not going to be enough. Okay, so this is puddle splash. Some of these are UI elements, we don't have to worry about those. We have rain. What is this? These are special enemies that cannot be affected by bullets. You have to destroy them in other ways. I could see that there's running particle. Let's do 64 by 64 for good measure. Okay. That's one. That's two. That's three. It looks like this one got buffered. That's rain. I think that's rain. Will you combine all the sprites in a single sprite sheet? No, only the relevant ones. Like the undead will have... Actually, not even, no. We're just gonna do animated sprite. The engine will do that for us when appropriate and necessary. Okay, there we go. So what do we have hiding here? Rain. What is this? This is an icon that indicates building something. Okay. Craft wrench. Fonts we don't have to worry about. I had to render the sword as a separate sprite because you could do per pixel collisions in GameMaker Studio, but I wanted to make sure that that did not include the body of the zombie, so I had to do the sword separately. So you know what? Into the undead you go. We'll sort you out later. Oh, that's a cursor. Let's say aim. Guess we can probably combine it here. Everything else, as far as I can tell, is extra. Rain we can make new. That's not a huge thing. This... Chain link. Everything else, fonts we can download. This is Bebas New Wave font. That's good. All the UI stuff we don't have to copy because, you know, Godot's actually competent at user interface. I don't know what this was for. I think rain we can redo. These are indicators. We have the cauldron projectile. I think so. Right there. That's the points orb. Okay. I think that's a footstep. We would leave footsteps in the ground as a particle. Just a little extra effect. Okay. I don't know what this is for. I don't know what that is for. Maybe some in-engine developer pieces. We have this. I forget. I forget which enemy did this. Okay, well, you know what? 2 hours. We spent 2 hours deconstructing the texture pages. I'd say that's pretty dang good. What is this? Particle, yep. Puddle, splash. Oh, that's right. Okay, so I think iron is used for crafting or upgrades. Something. What is this? Upgrade tombstone. Weapons held. Oof. Descrambling that one's going to be a pain in the butt. Okay, cool. So that's it. 2 hours, I think, is more than enough. Don't need to save this. And then here, I don't think we have anything left that's crucial, critical to the style. Cool. All right, that's it. We'll wrap it up for today. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll continue in the next one. Appreciate the company. Hopefully we'll knock this one out in a weekend.